I'd like to create a diagram or a drawing, and this is a flowchart drawing. So I'm going to close this particular file by going File, Close, and it asks me, do you want to save? And I'll say don't save. So I'm still in Visio, but I have no drawings open. To create a flowchart, I'm going to go to File and New. And here I have the option to choose Basic Flowchart. So I'm going to click that option. And I'm going to use metric units rather than US units, which are on feet and inches. And I have the option to choose one of these particular flowchart options. I'm just going to go for a blank and create. So we just want a blank flowchart. Now I can see that my grid isn't showing. So I'm going to go to View and I'm going to turn on Grid because I really need my grid to show. I'd now like to add a shape. And the shape I'd like to add is a decision. So here on your left hand side you have what they call stencils. And one of the shapes will look like a diamond, and a diamond in a flowchart is when a decision is made. So let's drag decision and drop it on our piece of paper. Now I would like to make the shape slightly larger. If you put your mouse on any one of the corners or even on one of these placeholders on the side, you'll get the option to resize a shape. So I'm going to hold the button down on my mouse and drag, and I'll make that shape larger, about so. Now because earlier in an earlier video we turned on all the options down here on your status bar, you can now, when you have that shape selected, see the width of the shape is 50.5 millimeters and the height is 30.3 millimeters. So you can actually resize a shape and look at the bottom left of your screen to see exactly what size it is. So I'm making the width 50 millimeters and the height 30 millimeters, and that'll do. I then want to add some text, and the text I'm just going to start typing. Discharge date is July 2009, question mark. As soon as you click on a shape and start typing, Visio automatically zooms in so you can clearly see what you're typing. And if you were to press escape or to click away from the shape, you would see your text has been entered into the shape, and Visio will return the diagram to the percentage magnification or the zoom level it was originally. I'd like to now add another shape, process, so I drag process out of the stencil and I drop it on the page. I then drag the bottom right corner until I get a height of and a width of 50 and 30. So the width is 50 and the height is 30. I'll then type what I want to say, which is charge code 13. As soon as I press escape, it takes me out of the shape, but it keeps the text. So that's how you just simply add closed shapes or open shapes. You just drag the shapes out of the stencil and place them on the page. To actually move them, you just move them using this mouse pointer and drag them on the page. To resize them, you simply go for one of the corners or one of the sides, these particular placeholders, and you can resize. And to check the size of what you've set it to, you check the width and height options showing down here on the status bar. If you wish to edit the text that's in a shape, let's say I want to change this from discharge date as July 2017, I'd click on a shape and I'd use a key from Excel, which is F2. The function key F2 is edit. As soon as I press F2, it zooms in. I can then click and change 2009 to 2017 and press escape to get out. So F2, the function key, is edit, and escape is complete, finished.